If an acoustic guitar has no body, is it still an acoustic guitar? Well, today I'm going to play one. Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a very good day today. In this case, I have a full-sized acoustic guitar. Well, sort of. Let's open it up and find out what this thing is all about. As you guys know, I love to find and feature interesting guitars on this channel, and this one is very interesting. So here it is. Well, half of it anyway. This is the silent guitar by Yamaha. Now in the case, obviously, it packs up this part of the guitar. It also packs up the other half of the guitar. They actually use pretty nice wood on it too. So yeah, there's little slots there. So all you do is insert the slots, and then on the strap button right there, you just tighten that baby up and it locks that in place. And the other strap button is on the back. Tighten that up and there you go. Full-sized acoustic guitar body. Now very clearly this is not a traditional acoustic guitar, but what is it and who is it for? Well, this is the silent guitar from Yamaha. Now the guys from Yamaha sent this into the channel, so huge shout out to those guys. And what is it designed for? Well, clearly to be a travel guitar. You know, it breaks down in seconds, stows away in a very small bag, and it can be taken anywhere. And obviously for guitars that cannot be subjected to feedback. So if you play acoustic guitar, you struggle with feedback if you're in a band situation, well, this is definitely a solution to that. You're not going to be getting feedback on the silent guitar. And part of the reason why it can be a performance instrument is all of the controls, which we're going to go through in a second. Now, as I mentioned, the controls are really what takes the silent guitar up to the next level. It's all powered by two AA batteries, not a 9-volt, which is really appreciated. There's a little battery pack right here. You can just pop that out, put your batteries in. It even comes with batteries, so you know, they've got you taken care of that way. Yeah, really slick and easy to use. Now, in terms of the overall, control panel, there's your master on off. There's a built-in tuner, which is really appreciated. There's your master volume. Then there's a blend control between the pickup and the mic. So there's kind of two sources on this acoustic guitar. So we'll blend those. We'll see what one sounds like up against the other. But it's a very easy blend switch, so that's nice. There's a 2-band EQ, treble and bass. There's even an aux-in control. Pretty clever stuff. On the back, I wasn't expecting that. There's an aux-in and an external power supply there. Very cool. So, in theory, you could pump in some backing tracks through the aux-in. You can control the volume right on the top of the guitar and then use headphones, and you could hear the backing track and your guitar kind of practicing silently, which is the whole point of the silent guitar. So that's pretty clever. And then from there, you've got built-in effects. You've got 2 verbs and a chorus, which of course we'll test out. Right, so let's plug this guitar in and see what it sounds like. Now, I'm going to be plugging straight from the output jack of the silent guitar into my audio interface, and all the effects you hear are going to be coming straight from this guitar. So no verb, no delay, no EQ on the computer. It's all going to be coming from this guitar, just so we're clear about that. And then after we listen to some tones, I'm going to talk about what this guitar feels like to play. That is obviously very, very important as well. But let's hit up some tones, and then we'll talk about, what this guitar is like in hand. Here we go. All right, you guys, here we go. Let's try out the silent guitar. This is going to be a lot of fun. I've got the EQ at 12 o'clock between treble and bass. Let's start off with the internal pickup, then we'll switch to the internal mic, and I've got a little verb on the guitar itself. All right, so let's switch to the mic and play something similar. Now to my ear right away, that softens it up. So I'm going to go back to the internal pickup. Yeah, that internal pickup sounds very much like any other, you know, piezo kind of acoustic guitar. So that's nice. And then you can blend between the two, but I think that mic sounds really, really nice. Yeah, that little knob is worth its weight in gold there. That is really cool, that blend knob. So that makes a huge difference. So if you want kind of like a softer, kind of chill sound, well, you dial it up to the internal mic. If you want the classic piezo sound, you know, where it's a little bit more, I don't know, just a little bit more attack on it. Versus so it's really nice to have those two tones. Let's kind of mess with, I'm going to leave it halfway between the piezo and halfway between the mic, so both of them are on. And let's go to verb 1. So I was on verb 2. So much more kind of short, and when we go to verb 2, and then we also have some chorus. So let's dial some of that in. So what exactly is this guitar like to play? That's the other big question. And as you would guess, it is exceedingly light. This came in a hair under 4.5 pounds, which is just insane. It is so light. Now, bear in mind, there is a fair amount of weight on the headstock, so mine tended to dive a little bit once I put the cable in and had that out and then put it on my lap. It actually wasn't bad. Like, this isn't diving right now. You can see the bodies straight, but bear in mind there is a little bit of weight, so if yours does dive a little bit, put a strap on it as you play and that'll keep it in place. But yeah, insanely light. That's number one. Number two, they actually added a little ergonomics to the silent guitar. Just this little scoop there. It's nice. It just kind of hugs your ribs a little bit, and you know, just really fun to play. Now, it is a little bit weird because, you know, the scale length is proper, the tension on the strings is proper, so it feels like an acoustic guitar, and yet it doesn't project the sound. So I think most of the time, if you're practicing, you're going to want to put headphones on so you can hear, you know, the verb. You can switch between the piezo and the internal mic. You can, you know, mess your EQ up, whatever you want to do. So I think a lot of people just practicing are going to want to have the headphones on. That's the big advantage. Obviously, just strumming it, the whole point is that you don't make a lot of noise and it doesn't generate feedback if you're performing. So yeah, in terms of how it feels to play, it's a little weird at first, but after you play on it for like, I don't know, half an hour, it just starts to feel normal. So pretty cool. And yeah, it definitely has that unique look. So when I was looking at it online and stuff, I was like, oh boy, what's that going to feel like to play? But it's actually not too bad. So the neck is really nice. Mahogany, just a nice profile. As you can see, nice rounded C. Really nice. Fretwork is good. You know, and in terms of like the bridge and all that kind of stuff, it's all acoustic guitarish. You know, like, so yeah, I think Yamaha did a really good job, you know, bringing the essentials of an acoustic guitar in terms of like the scale length, in terms of how it feels to play. and then integrating it with the electronics. For the right person, this is going to be a killer guitar. So here are my final thoughts on the Yamaha Silent Guitar. This one kind of caught me by surprise. I was looking at it online. I'm like, well, what's it going to be like to play? What's it going to sound like? I don't know. You know, I got acoustic guitars. What is, you know, how is this going to be different? But it's fun. It's unique. Its styling is actually really cool. I like the looks of it, and it sounds really good. There's a ton of different tones. So yeah, I would say for the person who needs that, you know, no feedback stage performance, or, you know, recording direct, like if you don't have a mic and you want to record acoustic guitars, this one sounds really good. And of course, you can practice silently with headphones. So yeah, it's a good solution for people who love acoustic guitar, but can't always have that acoustic tone. So yeah, there you guys go. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Other than that, have a great day. Take care.